Hey, how's it going, guys? ZedEye here. So today I definitely wanted to talk about this. This is way too big of information to pass up in the news. This is coming from Jason Schreier as well. He's extremely reliable in these sorts of the credible informations as well. He's a very big track record of being pretty much correct on and always on point. Yes, sure, he could be wrong about some of these sources, that they could be wrong too. But with everything that has just been transpired in this situation, yeah, this is not exactly good news for PlayStation, nor it is for its future. Okay, so, man, this is kind of disappointing. I don't know where to start. I think I'm just going to start with the bigger news information. I want to touch on regarding the secret studio on the San Diego studio, basically, that was never officially announced. Now, they were prospectively or assumed to be working on the Uncharted game. But no, in Bloomberg's report by Jason Schreier, they were actually remaking 2013's PlayStation 3, The Last of Us. And Sony Band Studio were the ones actually making the next Uncharted game. Because at first they actually wanted to have a Days Gone 2. Same as a lot of people assume that there will be a sequel coming. They have actually pitched this idea to Sony, but Sony has declined, due to the original's poor critical reception and a long development time that was necessary to be made for the Days Gone. So it seems like they decided to actually not to take this risk anymore. So as such, Sony Band divided into two teams. So the first team was assigned to The Last of Us Part 2's multiplayer game that was officially acknowledged by Naughty Dog a couple months ago, maybe even a year ago at this point. But the other team, the second team, was tasked to be working on a new Uncharted game. And of course this meant that a lot of developers from Sony Band were not happy, because they didn't want to be playing a second fiddle to Naughty Dog, fearing that they would become merely just a satellite studio to be helping out, like a support studio. And a number of developers simply left, including those from the key senior staff. But of course, they did not keep this quiet. They actually expressed this feeling that, and the concerns that there could be a remaining team of Sony Band into Naughty Dog, that they were actually granted the freedom to make something completely brand new. So now this is only kind of concern for what is going to be the future for the Uncharted games, because as at this moment it does not sound like there is even going to be a possibility. Now I'm sure that perhaps a small number of team is actually maybe still working on the Uncharted game, but majority of the teams and the most talents are spread out across different many games, such as the remake of The Last of Us. Now, let's get into that as well. Almost at the beginning of the commentary, I did mention that the San Diego secret studio, basically, that they were expected to be making an Uncharted game, and that they were thinking of revisiting Uncharted Drake's Fortune, the very first Uncharted. But this actually brought in the increasingly risk-averse environment, and instead they have pitched an idea of remaking the Last of Us from 2013 that was released. But unfortunately that was also stopped because the team was pulled into helping to finish off The Last of Us Part 2, since it was actually delayed. And that's why it also got its release such time in 2020. And at the end of the day, the team was actually absorbed by Naughty Dog. So the Naughty Dog team is, or I should say studio, is much larger now. And so as such, this San Diego secret team and Naughty Dog, pretty much our full Naughty Dog team, are currently working on the remake of The Last of Us. So at this point it looks like we most likely will not be getting, at least for extremely long time, again not too sure how long, will not be getting Uncharted game, and also there will be no Days Gone 2. The San Diego secret studio has been absorbed by Naughty Dog, and they have pretty much disbanded as well. On top of that, the Sony Band also have been separated out with many aspects, and man, it's just such a mess going on, unfortunately. There's a lot of creativity, but yet again, we have to understand Sony band is still here. They are making a brand new game, and unfortunately again it's not Days Gone 2. Me personally, I would love to see the sequel to Days Gone. Personally, I really enjoyed the first Days Gone as well. But in fact, I personally think that they need to stop with The Last of Us. Me personally, I think that The Last of Us does not need a remake. Like, the way The Last of Us Part 1 that came out as a remaster for the PlayStation 4 is already great. It plays well, it's not bad looking game either. But now that Naughty Dog has the control of that, the remake of The Last of Us, this means that they will be able to do something about it and make it even better than before. But this also means that Naughty Dog could be using this opportunity of creating something completely different, like a brand new IP. Like, I don't want to see Last of Us Part 3 because I feel like they should have just ended it as in the first Last of Us. Don't get me wrong, I actually liked The Last of Us Part 2. A lot of people were, they felt different about it. But, for me personally, I think that Naughty Dog should be making a brand new IP on their own creative freedom, and not Sony pitching in ideas or perhaps saying they don't want this to go through. This also raises the concern for Sony Bend because they have been split apart from the studio, and on top of that, so many creativity has been, have left too. It just raises the question, what can they come up or what they can make? Because it's been so long that they were creating Days Gone as a whole team of studio and such, but now the team is so much fewer and less creative talent is involved as well. Will it be even a AAA standard of a game anymore? And again, it is a possibility that Naughty Dog might be going back and forth with this. They may help them out with this idea of the game. We don't know. Well, alright. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Have a wonderful day.